85 offers on a Mississauga semi. This is all everyone is talking about in the real estate world right now. And I'll be breaking this down for you in this episode of the Prime Props Deal reaction video. Now, if you're looking for some help on how to navigate this real estate market after seeing this crazy kind of news of 85 offers because you're trying to buy something, and a lot of people are, but after I show you some of these numbers, you'll see why it's not that frenetic. Again, I'm not trying to pump the market right now, but I'm just trying to provide some more neutral, data-driven approach and kind of analysis of what's going on with this 85 offers. And if you do want to work with our team, you can book a call with me using the link that's right here. It's www.chatwithzen.com. Simply click on the date and a time that works best for you. And then when you see the prop, fill in your name, email, mobile phone number, and the question you have for me, and then we'll chat then. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Properties TV. My name is Zhen, and if you're enjoying the content I'm putting out there, do me a solid and like and subscribe to the Prime Properties Video channel. Now, the only article that we'll be talking about, because everyone is talking about it, is 85 offer bidding war comes to an end with Mississauga house sold. I think the last part is pretty obvious, 85 offers, but sure, we'll go through it. So obviously, a lot of people are talking about 85 offers on this, and this is the house, if you want to kind of see it. I can't put the address on it, but if you go through the article, it's clearly there, right? So 85 offers is quite a lot. What I will say is that the 750 listing price is obviously really, really low. I think even the listing agent in the article was saying they listed like 2017 or 2018 price, which is fine, right? And I'll comment more about it later. But what this tells me that because it's sold for $999,999, most of the buyers here are using CMHC. Meaning they have less than 20% down and they can't get past that $1 million point. Because if you go past that $1 million, you have to have 20%, which tells me that in that segment of wanting to own a freehold home under $1 million, there's tons of people. We've always known that. And because you could probably get an insured mortgage with CMHC right now for like 4.5, 4.7, a lot of people may be jumping back in. But how many of them were like qualified to even get close? I would bet you barely any of them were even close. Now, a lot of people discuss, well, is it the realtor, like the listing agent's fault for listing it so low? I'd say no, because, and this is not me defending realtors, but it's our job as realtors when we're hired to get the best price possible. So whatever the tactic may be, that is for the seller and us to recommend to them to get the maximum price because we got hired for that. So it's our job for that. Now, can some people say, hey, there's a lot of buyers, like 85 realtor buyers, taking people through the property. Are they saying they're really bad at their job and then show what it actually is worth? Some can argue yes, but if you've ever worked with a lot of first-time home buyers, or even just anyone in general, even after they see the property, even if you tell them the data and show them stuff, because even we have clients who are like this, a lot of them still want to try. Because in a world where, they hear that mortgage rates are coming down, there's a crash in the market, depending on which news headline you talk about, they always want to be that one person who think they can get a deal, this call it $1 million home for like $750, right? And they always want to try. And that's very normal. It's kind of like the lottery mindset. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it just adds fuel to the fire. And that's what we tell all our clients as well, right? So that's kind of my 2 cents on this. So the listing agent suspects that the property is worth roughly $930. Again, everyone has their own kind of like objective/subjective opinion on it. I just pulled up the most kind of recent sold property, and you can see this property sold in June of last year, 2023, just right after the first rate hike. And they were holding offers. So you can see they held offers at $900. It sold for $912. You can clearly see it's kind of like a hoarder's house, right? It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, but very comparable lot size, right? So to get to $1 million because it's nicely done inside, I don't think it's that much of a stretch, right? So, the proof is in the pudding right here. So some of the notes I highlighted here is that we're looking at low inventory, and he knew that would be multiple offers, but he didn't expect 85. I don't think most people expected 85 because 85 offers kind of reminds me of the frenzy in like Q1 2022. So I don't think he's lying or anything. It's very normal for January and February to have very, very low inventory, especially in the freehold space, right? So like anytime you think that there's like a peak run up, it always starts in January, February. And you saw that in 2017, you saw this in 2022, right? And the main reason for that is, I've talked about it many times before. People, like when they go to the holidays, all they talk about is real estate. Maybe all they look at is real estate because they have free time. And then it's new year, new me, new home. They all start looking. But the freehold properties generally don't start coming out until March, right? Usually after March break. So it's just a seasonal trend. So when a lot of like the March sellers see that the prices people got in January, February, which generally has the most offers if you've been in the industry long enough, like we have, then yeah, you'll see a lot of offers like this. And that's kind of where we see prices go up a little bit, right? Or somewhat a little more. It really just depends, right? We'll see how February plays out. So this is very, very normal. I didn't anticipate 85. I was seeing like maybe like 10, 15 or so, because we've seen some stuff in December where I saw like 5 or 10. So I was like, okay, it's probably going to double at some point. Now, the listing agent said that approximately 80% of the offers were nowhere close to being in the running. So there you go, right? So a lot of them were just, call it tire kickers, or it had that lottery hope, and they had 300 showings, which is kind of insane. How do you fit 300 showings through the house? Anyways, that seems like a logistic nightmare. So the reason why I'm showing you this is not to say pump the market. In fact, it's the opposite. I think the fact that I'm hearing this from so many people that they're reading it, like my client base, or even like some people commenting on the comment section, I think this is a little bit blown out of proportion, okay? 85 offers, yes, it's a lot, but is the market crazy like 2022? No, I don't think so. And I'm gonna show you some stuff to kind of show you how crazy it is, but not 85 crazy. And we have had some data come up with like for January how it went, and it's not like everything is selling over ask, right? And it's kind of what I was saying way back, like in like December. The freehold stuff in the entry is moving. A lot of people are trying to get moving on that because of the rate pause, and we always knew that was pent-up demand there. But they're still limited by how much they can qualify for because of the rates. The condo market hasn't moved as much, so that's why I've been saying people who are trying to upgrade from condo to freehold may have a hard time, because a lot of people are just plowing into that $800 to $1.3 million price point for a freehold home, like 3-bedroom on the ground. And let me just show you some examples. So this one right here is in New Market. It had 40 offers. What I will point out here is it went over a million, meaning that people have more than 20% down. So the kind of like York region, entry-level freehold home in this case, look, 3-bedroom, 3-washroom, 1 garage, it's bumping. 40 offers. It's quite a bit, right? I would say this is one of the higher ones. Then you have another one over here, which is in Aurora, had 26 offers. Again, 3-bedroom townhome went for 1.18. Aurora's a little bit south of New Market, if not, you're not from York region, but it's a little bit more expensive. So you see right there, right? It's a very nice home. It's an N-unit town. Then you also have this one over here, which is in North York area. I don't know why House Sigma didn't post it here, but this sold with 22 offers. It went for 1.275 mil, right? So again, we were kind of getting close to that $1.3 million price point, and it's all the entry level stuff. Just if anyone's using House Sigma estimates, maybe tell them to change the algorithm. So this is why I mean, like, there's stuff moving, like it's a very ready to go entry level property, right? So you can see here, very nicely done, staged walls, pot lights, hardwood floor, nice staging, wonderful, right? You can see this one, pot light, hardwood floor, very nice. This is what everyone is after, right? So if you are after this, you're in for a treat. You're gonna have a lot of offers, right? Same thing, I look at this one. I can't pull the offer one because I have to do a screenshot, but look, it's very nicely done inside. You walk in, you want to move in, right? None of this rental stuff. So this is the type of property that's moving right now. Now, the last little bit here is, this is the stats I pulled for January. I'll have my market watch on Thursday later this week. But you can see here, in total, you got about like a little bit over 4,000 sales, which is okay. It's still below like the 10-year average, right? So we usually get 5,000. So we're not like selling a ton of properties. And of each of these categories, you can see that of the 2,400 sold freehold homes, only 572 of them sold over ask, meaning that like they may have purposely underlisted it, right? Or maybe they had 2 or 3 offers. The idea here in this data is that it sold more than the asking price. So only about 23%. And you can see only about 13% of that in condos. And to remind you guys, in 2022, basically like 80% of properties were selling over ask. So we're nowhere near there. So do not let the 85 offers kind of freak you out. But there is obviously some pent up demand. And then in terms of 2017, we were still seeing like 30 to 40 offers on a lot of properties. And I would say like basically most of them only in the York region was selling over ask. But that, again, that's kind of like York region, right? So are we concerned about where the market is right now? No, not really. I think it's like a little bit healthy. The good thing is that when a lot of sellers see, this kind of momentum, they're going to want to list, and usually more inventory comes in. The question is, yes, there is 85 offers that came on that Mississauga property and 84 unhappy buyers, but realistically, how qualified are those 84 other buyers, right? If I'm looking at some of those York region ones and the ones I showed you on the larger side, like there's another like 20 buyers who haven't gotten their homes. Are those buyers going to be able to find something eventually? Yes. Are the prices going to likely go up from here? Yes. But is there going to be enough more inventory coming from March? Probably, right? Again, I'm just watching the inventory, but Probably. But if we start seeing things really start to pick up, where we're seeing everyone holding offers and they're getting close to a price that, is like above what we saw in the last 6 months, then yeah, the spring market's going to be very strong. But usually what I'll end off with is January is a decent indicator of where April is going to be. Yes, if we see 25% of the property sold over ask, that's actually normal. But the amount of offers in there that we're seeing right now at 85 is a little bit abnormal. I'd say it's a little bit blown out of proportion. Anyways, I hope this helps. But if you're looking to make a move in the real estate market in 2024 and you're looking for some professional help who's data driven, you can book a call with me using the link that's right here. It's www.chatwithzen.com. Until next time, your move, your future. See ya. Now that you're done watching this one, how about this one or this one? You know what? Just watch them both.